Hey everyone, I come to you boring face today because I am going to jazz it up with the Pixi by Petra holiday set. Found this baby at Target. It is the Ultimate Beauty Kit 3rd edition. It was $34.99 at my Target. It is pretty spectacular. I'll show you what's in it. Yeah, do you see this? It's like a portfolio. I mean, oh my gosh. So it says here it has 40 eyeshadows, 2 highlighters, 1 bronzer, 4 cheek powders, and 1 contour powder. So basically everything here in the center is for your cheeks, and then these 2 panels on the outside are your eyes. There's, this is all matte, and then this is matte with shimmers. So on first impression, I've played with this for a while. This has been a requested video because I set it up on, I put a picture of it on Instagram, and some folks saw me playing with it on Snapchat. And so my initial impression is that for the money, for a Target set that is $35 with a ton of product, this is a very good value. There is something to know though, although Pixi products are not typically made in China, this set is. So, you know, it's like, really? But whatever. So looking past that, the matte shades, I want to say, if you are looking for neutrals, this is neutral. Like, this is a neutral person's heaven, right? There are so many neutrals, and there's cool tones and warm tones. Probably my complaint is not the pigmentation so much, not, you know, I feel like things blend nicely. So I'm just gonna give you guys a sample of one of the rows. I am wearing some product on my, So like for instance, you know, that's just one swipe, and that's a finger swipe. They do really well just brushed on. That's just one swipe. So this is just some random of the matte shades. They're not intense. They really are not. Here. Do you see that? So not a lot of intensity for the matte. The shimmers though are a different story. I really feel like the shimmers pack a good amount of punch. You know, they really, really do have a lot of color payoff. So that's just sort of a sampling of some of the shimmer shades, and they're really good. Matte shades are really pretty in terms of, you know, you have a lot of crease shades, a lot of contour shades, so you're set there. The matte shades, and this is the metallic shades. Clearly the metallic shades win in terms of just intensity. So let's look at the cheek shades. The contour shade is pretty dark actually, but it is a nice kind of, you know, neutral. It's not too orange. The bronzer is really pretty. It's like my hand is so, and then these highlighter shades. This highlighter shade is so pretty. So that's kind of just a one swipe of bronzer, highlighter, contour. The cheek shades I feel are a little bit lacking in intensity. They're pretty, but unless, you know, if you're fair, they're great. I feel like if you have a darker complexion, they're just not going to show up for you. Here, let me try and show you on this shade. So there's like a kind of a nectary peachy one. There's a shimmery white one. Here's like an apricot one. And here is pink. And they're pretty, ooh, pink didn't show up at all. The pink one is really light, and they do have a lot of shimmer to them. So you know, that was another drawback of the blush. So I'm gonna give this palette like a 7.5. Like, it's really good. It's not right home about pigmentation, but it's like, oh, this is fun. Like, you know, let's get a whole bunch of shadows in here and play with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do my eyes and face, and let's play with them so we can demonstrate. I feel so blah. Look at me. I'm like pale without my dipping in. Where am I dipping in? Oh, I'm dipping in right here. On this side, kind of, well, no, I'm gonna stick with, these seem to be kind of the cools and these seem to be the warm shades. So I'm gonna go in, I just did that one. I'm gonna do this really pretty, so I feel like it's kind of like it's there. It's intensifying the other shade, but I'm like, is it really standing out on its own? I feel like a lot of these shades, once you put them on, they sort of look the same, you know? Let's go in with a different, like a really light shade, just to kind of play around. I'm gonna go in with this really just whitish kind of lilac shade. Yeah. It's okay. And there's fallout. You guys remember when I reviewed the IT Cosmetic, the Superhero palette, and it was pretty and it was very neutral? This kind of reminds me of that. So some of the shades just don't have a lot of payoff. You know, I'm not wearing any primer, and I have a feeling that that would help things a lot. Primer is probably necessary for this palette to kind of give it something to stick to. I love Pixi, the brand. There's usually a lot of good stuff. So I don't want to be too critical of this. Go in with some bronzer. I'm just taking a little bit of the contour, just putting it on a fan brush. I feel like I used the e.l.f. powder today, and I feel like it worked so much better on me when I used my RCMA powder. Like, I feel like everything is kind of going splotchy. Let's do a little more highlight. You guys, I got this brush at Walmart. It's the London brush, no, I'm sorry. It's the Royal and Langnickel. See, like, look at this highlight though. Dude. This brush could kind of be a dupe for the Anastasia, number 23. Okay, I am so much highlight right now. Okay, I love it. I'm owning it. I'm good. I've got like a short shader brush and I'm going in with this bottom row, like dark chocolate brown. Going in. Going in on the warm side in the second row, this chestnut brown. And I'm just gonna kind of carve out my eye bone, my socket. Socket to me. Ooh, I got a lot of highlight going on. With some mascara. This is Volume Extension Dup, D-U-P. I got it at Owijimaya. It's a Japanese mascara. Let's see how she goes. Okay, I decided to supplement my lashes with the Pure Cosmetics Fully Charged Mascara because it just does a better job for me. I'm not so keen on that one Japanese one. Oh well. Let's go in with some, I got my e.l.f. setting spray here and I'm gonna wet my brush. I'm gonna go in with, I'm actually gonna go into the highlighter for my face, for my eye. I'm gonna wet it. And let's try that. Oh yeah. Oh my God, this highlighter. Just spent $34 for this highlighter. So I have a Pixi lipstick here. This is their matte lipstick. This is called Honey Bear. So this is gonna be like super natural, you know, nothing. So I have a shade from last year's holiday set. This is called Rose Natural. I'm gonna hood it over it and see it. So when it all comes together, it does have sort of a good natural look to it. So if you are into subtle and neutral, this is a great deal. If you want more punch, more wow, you probably just want to skip it. Like I said, it's $35, which, you know, when you go to Target, you feel like that's a lot to put down on something cosmetics in one spot. But, you know, in terms of holiday sets, you're getting a lot for your money. I really liked this the very first time I used it because I just used, you know, like 3 or 4 shades of eyeshadows and I was like, oh, wow. And now that I've been using it more, I realized that it's kind of only good for some of the darker shades and the brown shades and the metallic shades. And the highlighters are really, really pretty. The bronzers and the highlighters are really pretty. It's just these like pastel shades have no payoff. Yeah, so there you go. I just wanted to bring that to you guys so you knew what it was like. I have seen it in only one of my Target stores. I haven't seen it in any others. I'm not sure if they're just still gonna start getting more things on the shelves yet. It's probably too soon, but just keep your eye out for it. And yeah, so I will be bringing you more holiday bargains and different things that I'm gonna test out. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.